Good morning. I can't help it. I was laughing just a moment ago. Marsh and I were talking about how yesterday morning when I was doing coffee with Bob, I came to the inn and I bumped my coffee cup and we almost had coffee on Bob instead of coffee with Bob. That would have been quite interesting. I decided to leave it in and let it go as it was because it just showed not perfect. Sometimes that's a hard thing to do. Allow yourself to be seen as not being perfect. I think about Angela Lansbury. She was such a significant part in the movie Beauty and the Beast. She played Mrs. Potts. And I've been doing my research, getting ready for Sunday, and I was noticing how I saw in an interview, and she was talking about growing up, that she felt she was cute, but she said I wasn't a beautiful person. And I've been okay with that all my life, she said. I felt that would be the certain roles that I would play, and I liked them very much. But she said a person who had such a struggle was a good friend of hers. They were in movies together, shows together, back when they were very young, teenagers. And that was Elizabeth Taylor. She said Elizabeth Taylor had the burden of beauty. And I thought about that. The burden of beauty. You never tend to think about that. The beautiful people. Well, Elizabeth Taylor, she understood. She was scrutinized all the time, called the most beautiful woman in the world. There was such pressure put upon her. And feeling like she couldn't ever just be herself, that she always had to be perfect, the most beautiful person. And it caused such a struggle for her, because Angela said, the truth is, she was just like all the rest of us with her own insecurities, her own hopes, her own fears. Just because she happened to be beautiful, she was just really like everybody else. In the end, she said, she was a great mom. She really loved her children. She tried to really participate in their lives. And I know people like to talk about her marriages, she said, but I got to tell you, she always married for love. She really did. And said she was a lovely person. If you got to know her, she had a wonderful heart. And isn't that the challenge we all face? Being able to look at people's heart. That's what Beauty and the Beast really is all about. Whether the beast can have a warm heart, whether he can look and see someone like a haggard beggar as a beautiful person, or can Belle look at a beast and see something more than this ugly creature? No, it is a tale as old as time, a song as old as rhyme. As you and I are trying to figure out how do we look past the exteriors, all the imperfections, and just look at people as they are and be able to love more than what we see. Today, look beyond the exterior of all the people who are around you. Take a moment to listen, because every person, whether they are the beautiful people or whether they are less than the beautiful people, we all have insecurities and fears, and we forget we are all children of God. Today, take the time to look deeper and to remember. It will help us to love our neighbor with no exception. Have a great day.